Hey guys, welcome to the Duncan and Deanna show. To episode 1 of the Duncan and Deanna show, where we talk about life, business, raising kids. I own a roofing and contracting business, and Deanna is full-time raising our 4 daughters and homeschooling them as well. So we kind of do things a little bit against the grain, and that right down to, health-wise, having a business, homeschooling the kids. What's so funny? And doing podcasts. Not everyone does a podcast. Hey, Deanna. You got to talk. A podcast isn't just me talking.
I know.
So Deanna, it was Deanna's idea to do the podcast.
It definitely wasn't.
She said she wants to have more exposure on the internet. No, but kind of why we thought it might be cool to do a podcast is it puts us out of our comfort zone. Deanna more so than me. But also,
Can you tell
you look like you're sitting in a bucket of ice water right now. But the other reason is because I think there's some things that, insights that could just help other people or motivate them. Like, we're definitely not experts or even close to it on really anything, but there's stuff that we've learned and got better at, and whether that's with raising the kids or homeschooling the kids, or even in business stuff that we've improved. Cats, getting rid of cats. So you were talking about that just the other day, and I know you're going to post a video about it soon, but you used to just hate homeschooling the kids. Even up to the start of this year, you were like basically saying like you weren't going to homeschool them anymore. But something changed, and like I've noticed that a lot. What changed?
Do you edit this video after?
It's raw. No, what changed though? Go to bed, lass. We're doing a video podcast. You can watch it some other time. Go to bed, okay?
What changed? Basically when you said public school wasn't an option, then I was like, okay, I have to figure something else out.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's still 18 plus years left of school for the kids.
Yeah, more than 18.
What?
More than 18.
Yeah.
Probably.
And spending that
life,
much of time, spending that much time being dreading every single day.
Yeah.
It's just not fun.
Yeah, so what did you do different, or what changed? Because I was saying that, Grant says it all the time, creativity follows commitment. And so it was like you said, I was like, there's no way they're not going to public school. And we can talk about reasons for that at another point or maybe later on. But what changed that? Because you're like, okay, they're not going to public school, and you weren't going to leave me with the kids. So what'd you do different? Or because it seems to be going fairly well now, and you're not as uptight about it.
Uptight. Well, I found that program that I put them in.
Which program?
Heartwood.
Okay. What's that? Because I sort of know what it is, but people watching aren't going to know.
It's a program, I think it's based off Vancouver Island, but I don't really want to share all the details because it's
Why? Other people might want stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess. But
Can't
anyway,
just
once
rip
a
up
week, they go into a classroom with kids kind of in their age range. Mm-hmm. Not just their grade. And there's about 15 of them. And they do a normal day of school. But then on the other days of the week when they're not in school, I still have communication with the teacher. So
Like through
And
the
that's all
online portal thing.
Yeah, it's all over an app where I can email her, I could call her if I want. And then she just I post however often I want a week. So it's usually I post twice a week about just everything that we've been doing with pictures and voice memo things of the kids sometimes. Like, so they have to, like, if they do a project, I can't just take a picture of the project and send it. I either have to like type out a paragraph like explaining what they actually learned, asking Alaska or whatever, whoever questions, or send a voice memo of just like basically interviewing the kid and make sure they know everything. So anyway, so they know the teacher knows exactly where they're at. And then they're always giving like tips, like, oh, try this, try that, or, okay, they're behind here, so maybe
So how'd
this.
that differ from prior years when you're kind of getting fed up with it?
I literally had no idea what was expected of me, what was expected of the kids. Like, okay, they're in kindergarten. What does a kindergartner know? I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then
so this has put in a bit of structure.
Yeah. And then even with, like, you get a curriculum, and I had a curriculum for kindergarten too. They're all different. Like, I was like, okay, we're going into kindergarten. But then the kindergarten stuff seemed way too advanced for them. They're like, they don't even know this, and they're supposed, like, I thought we were starting from scratch, but then anyway, so it was super confusing and frustrating.
Like before.
Yeah,
And
like
then
in
this
kindergarten.
made it way easier.
Yeah, but then
because there's structure and someone that tells you here's what you need to do or look at or focus on or.
Yeah, so that's just them telling you, okay. They don't really give you material. You can ask for material and they'll give you material or whatever, or if you're super lost, they'll give you stuff to do. But it was more so like, they just told me what to do, and then I still had to go find everything. So that's like what to do, and like, okay,
so you
I'm
still
supposed to
follow
do
the
science.
curriculum that you had before,
Yeah,
the good and beautiful thing,
and
but they're guiding you along a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like with, like, for example, science. They don't give me a curriculum for science. I have to pick it.
Okay.
And then with science this year for kindergarten and grade 1, I was like, hey, what am I supposed to teach in science? And she's like, well, most people kind of do this. Like, it's more vague.
Yeah.
So then I was like, so there's still a lot of, anyway, so it sounds confusing. It's hard to explain, but so for that part of it, like actually finding what to actually do on this day-to-day basis, they don't teach you that. So like what routine you're supposed to do, like anything like that. So what I did was I went on YouTube and TikTok and some Instagram and literally just typed, I was saying that in the video that I took the other day. I literally just typed in day in the life of a day in the life of a homeschool mom. And I watched like probably hundreds of videos.
Hundreds of them. And
probably.
then put together
like,
your own way of doing it, or did you just find one you liked and follow it?
Yeah, I just watched them like when I'm folding the laundry or making supper or whatever.
Yeah.
So everyone, like, there's so many different styles of homeschooling.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason why I had a hard time too, like the first 2 years, is I was going for more of an unschooling approach. Like
what's unschooling?
It's kind of like child-led. Like, they want to read books today. Okay, like we'll read books and we'll focus on that. And like,
why didn't that work very good?
Because in my brain it just felt chaotic.
Oh, okay.
Like there was not like I like to check boxes. Like, okay, we learnt the vowels or whatever, done. Whereas...
Well, and they didn't learn that much. Because they were kind of behind this year, starting out. Because I think some people do it very well. Whatever they're supposed to be. But, like, I think that if they're behind right now, like, they're obviously learning something. You can't be a kid and not learn. Like, you can't just somehow go through the first 7 years of your life and not learn anything. Like, even if you didn't do one bit of like formal teaching, they would learn stuff. Like, it's just impossible not to learn. So I think like by the time you hit 18, it'll all even out in the wash. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to be like, oh, they didn't learn how to read till they were 6 months older than they were supposed to be learning how to
Yeah.
read 6-letter words. And it's like, whatever. By the time they're 18, they'll know how to read them. I mean, if your kid's 12 or something, or 15 and can't read well, maybe you got a problem. But
Yeah.
like, if it's off by a little bit, it's not a big deal. That's why
No.
everyone learns different stuff at different age. They probably know a lot of stuff other kids don't have
Yeah.
a clue how to do.
I did, like, that's like, I think that way with a lot of other subjects like social studies and science or whatever, that is very child-led, but there's still structure in like the school day or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like I still make like a plan to know. But with math and English, I like it to be like, okay, we're on track. Otherwise, it just stresses me out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
Well, because that's kind of stuff like math, you know it or you don't know it.
Yeah, it's like the
Like
basics.
social studies, it's like, okay,
Yeah, and
what do you learn
science,
about
like
Christopher
whatever.
Columbus and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like good stuff to know, but it's not life-changing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's interesting. So that's, what would you watched all those videos, so someone might search up and find this video about homeschooling when they're in that phase where they're like, trying to figure it out. So what's your like day-to-day kind of look like a day in the life of Deanna, the homeschool mom? What's that look like?
Well, on a typical like actual school day, which it's Christmas break right now, so it's kind of all over
But
the
just
place.
give me a normal, just pick
Okay.
pick a normal Monday or whatever day.
So after breakfast, and you go to work, then
Yeah.
I try to get them to brush their hair, which this stuff doesn't always happen. Like, it's not super strict,
Yeah.
but this is like what I aim for. Brush their hair, get dressed,
Yeah.
brush their teeth, and clean up all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get their books out. And then they'll go off and play for a little bit, and I get their books out and figure out what we're actually doing that day.
Yeah.
And then we do school. Because ideally, because they're in different grades, I need to look at it, see, like, is this something we can do together, or do I have to separate them?
So, but when you say you do school, so like,
Okay,
you're doing school now, so you just got, say they all are separated doing their little workbook or something, for how long? Like, so just say it's Monday. Well,
Okay.
Tomorrow's Monday. What are you going to do?
math and
try and
English
keep
are
it
every
clear
day.
so that people could actually
Okay, so it's
follow
Monday
it.
morning. I'm trying to. Math and English is every single day.
Yeah.
So then let them pick, do you want to do math first or English first? Which is, side note, which is interesting, they hated language arts. Hated language arts. When we started, it was the subject everyone hated. I hated it because they hated it, and it was just miserable.
Well, I remember you sending me messages of like,
Yeah, we'd cry.
I can't freaking do this anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
But-
just like super fired up about it.
Yeah, it was awful, and that's why Laska was delayed a bit in
Yeah.
reading, because she just didn't want to do it. So then it's like, you can't force somebody to sound out a word. Like, it's not going to work. Anyway, but now they often pick language arts to do first.
Oh,
Like,
really?
they like that the best.
But, okay, without getting off track, let's just go
Okay.
through like this. This is what I mean. Like, from 9 till 10, we do this. Then we do this from 10 till whatever.
Okay.
And just go through your day from
Okay.
start to finish in the next 30 seconds.
Okay, so we
Like,
do
no
math.
sidebars.
Let's say we start with language arts and then math, and then
And this is what time of day to give someone an idea.
this starts between 9 and 10.
Okay.
And we're done by lunch between
Okay.
12 and 1.
Okay, so you do one topic from 9:30 till 12.
It takes, no, that's whole
that's
school.
all
That's
school's done.
everything.
Okay. So how many different topics do you go through in that 9:30
Like
till
3.
12?
So it's all math and language arts are first to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
And then the other subjects, so this past fall, we did science. So we did science twice a week.
Yeah.
And then there was another subject. Oh, ASTS or something. Is a class
What's that?
that's like baking, woodworking,
Okay.
like hands-on stuff. So we're doing baking. So then once a week we baked. And then there was health or PE, which that was our walking.
Yeah.
But then we also had to do some like activities for that too. Like, why is walking important? So that was about once a week too. So this is all spread out though.
Okay.
So let's say like Monday we did math, language arts, and science.
Yeah.
Tuesday we do math, language arts, and we'd bake something.
Okay.
And then Wednesday we do math, language arts, and science.
Okay.
And then Thursday we do math and language arts, and
So you do math and language arts every single
day.
Oh, okay.
And then we rotate the other ones. So
Okay.
they're only ever doing 3 subjects.
And then
a week.
after 12, 1 o'clock,
It's
then
lunchtime.
what? That's lunch, and then that's it for the day.
Yeah, sometimes they want to do more,
Yeah.
and I let them. Like, they often bake in the afternoon or do art. Like, they're always doing art.
They're always doing something. Like, I mean, today they're doing art, if you want to call it art.
Yeah,
Some of it I wouldn't call art, but
yeah.
10 touches paper.
And I kicked them outside for a bit. And that's
Okay.
when we go do stuff, is in the afternoon. Like,
Sweet.
grocery shop or whatever.
How do you homeschool 4 kids and look after the house and
I
cook the
don't.
meals and clean? I mean, it's clean, perfectly clean in here right now.
I have a vacuum that goes by itself.
Yeah, that thing's kind of annoying, but it's helpful.
I don't know. I feel frazzled all the time, so it's not really a question.
But I think that's like you see all this stuff like on the internet and whatever, you think like you should reach some point where life just like is so smooth and going along. I don't think it ever does. I don't think it ever
No.
will. And like
But-
if you have that expectation, you're just always going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
You got to kind of learn to enjoy just whatever the frazzle of it, as you call it, or whatever it is. But like, it's always going to be kind of annoying.
But I
Like,
think
not annoying, but just like
yeah.
crazy. There's going to be little chunks of it where it feels calm and
Well, this to
whatever.
me feels easy. Like,
yeah.
because where we lived before in the last 2 years, it was like there was more than, like, right now I'm literally just looking after the kids in the house.
Yeah.
And I clean the car every
You
now
don't
and
have
then.
chickens and
And I'm not
lawns
thinking
to
about the
mow
chickens, the hours of lawn mowing, cleaning up a house that never felt clean, like all that other stuff. So this
Yeah.
feels like easy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not easy, really. I'm frazzled
Way
most of the time,
easier.
but it feel like compared to how I felt before, it's way more relaxed.
I think it's been a huge difference, like just quickly, and we're probably running out of time here, but moving here.
What's the time?
Well, I'm trying to keep these at half an hour.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea how long it's been going, but it feels like that. But I feel like moving here to Sycamoose, not necessarily to Sycamoose, but moving into
Moving
a house
away.
that's like fresh, brand new. Like, I don't think we'll ever, unless, you never know what circumstances come along, but we're gonna do everything we can to never live in a place that's tired out ever again. Like, I think that makes
drains
a
you.
massive difference in your life.
It does.
Like, I
Well,
would never
whatever-
go buy a house that's a deal because it's old, or rent a place. Like, that place was less than half the price of here to rent, and I would never even think of going back there. Like,
Well, whatever
it
you
feels
surround
like
yourself
a load
in.
came off of us coming out of there.
Like, whatever you surround yourself in, whether it's your house, people, the clothes, literally anything that's around you affects the way you are. So
Yeah. Plus, it didn't help. There's mold growing in wherever in their attic or
yeah.
a wall, apparently. I don't know. But yeah, it's huge. Definitely good to put yourself in a good environment. Like, not just people. Like, people talk about that all the time. The 5 people you surround yourself with or whatever, but like everything you surround yourself with, like having new, nice, you feel fresh, you feel ready to go every day instead of, have an AC when it's 35 degrees. But yeah. Anyway, that was good. Good insight in the homeschooling. I mean, I learned some stuff I didn't even know. I don't know much about what you do in the day, so now I know more. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the episode 1 of the Duncan and Deanna show. We're going to have one coming out every week, so look forward to that. And don't forget to hit subscribe, like, follow, share with your friends who could use some help and use some expert advice from Deanna on how to homeschool kids.
No.